Hello, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. So, on the 11th day after the standoff between the two nations, after the airspace violation of Nigeria, Burkina Faso finally has released the militaries, the Air Force militaries of Nigeria who were detained in Burkina Faso and the C-130 aircraft. But according to sources that are coming out, both the military and the aircraft are yet to depart Burkina Faso. That's what we know. But this came, more importantly, following after the delegation, elders, and also by the foreign minister of Nigeria, who is Yusuf Tugar, they led a delegation to Burkina Faso, and officially they have apologized to the government of Burkina Faso for the airspace violation. Definitely, this is a cover story that is given, but behind the scene or behind the curtain, as it is said, there must have been a series of discussion because Burkina Faso has held those militaries and the aircraft for 10 days up until this or 11 days. That means there must be something serious that they have discovered in this aircraft, because it was flying beyond the radar. I mean, as you know, the Sahel states is surrounded by countries that are hosting still the French military, countries that are hosting still the AFRICOM, which is the US military in Africa. And it was flying beyond the radar, and that is definitely a crime. So it's interesting, to see Nigerians. I was trying to check some Nigerians online media, and the title that they are running with the headline is funny. Most of them, they don't really mention that Nigeria apologized. They just say, oh, finally our militaries are released, this and that. So will this give a lesson to Nigeria? I'm not sure. After the reputation, of Nigeria, I'm not sure if Nigeria gets a lesson. This is okay. As I have been saying, they say they will stick to diplomacy. Diplomacy, that's what they did, because they know if they don't do that, what will follow. The Burkina Faso government has discovered that there are equipments that are used for espionage, for spying, into the Burkina Faso and the Sahel states, and the whole event of this airspace violation is something that's open. I mean, it's a provocation. It can be a provocation as well. The events that preceded, also the Benin intervention by the Nigerian army, as well by the same Nigerian Air Force, all that, tells us Nigeria was after something. It was simply implementing what it was told to do. But it's good that now this has been finalized this way, because neither of the parties will benefit from war. Definitely, this could have led to a war, and particularly when the Sahel states are claiming their economical freedom, and they are forging this whole development programs in their countries, trying to nationalize their natural resources. War would have been war would be a disaster, and also for the region, the impact is huge. But of course, Bola Tinubu is just calculating what he gets, in terms of staying in power. So he will serve as an errand boy. You all know that the CIA released that Bola Tinubu is a CIA agent, or asset, I think, to use the right word, what they have used. I would like to share with you something interesting. This was the delegation that was led by the foreign minister of Nigeria. But I was checking what was, on all social media, and I found this on X. Nigeria, it has humiliated itself. You cannot just say, oh, we have the strongest military in the region and so we can do whatever we want. Well, the Sahel states have shown Nigeria you cannot do whatever you want. There are limits. And so finally, you have to bow down to them and send messengers and people, your officials and elders, to apologize to these governments. And they just have shown you they are also humble, and they are going to release these militaries. But it's really a shame on the people of Nigeria, a shame on the region, a shame on ECOWAS as well, who have just concluded their 68th Ordinary Summit in Abuja itself. It's very sad. Now, I want to share with you, because I want to assess the comments that is posted on one X post by the name Ali Kana. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to share with you right now, because supporters of Bola Tinubu came there to raid this man. Okay, so it says, look, the myth of Nigeria having the strongest military in the region is over. That lie was buried in Burkina Faso. Yeah, you can no longer boast now that Nigeria has the strongest military. I mean, you might have big numbers, this and that, but you cannot be, that should not allow any country or any state to violate a next sovereign country. That's impossible. That's a crime. Anyway, continuing reading the post by Ali Naka, actually, that is the X name, the handle that this person has. Okay, so it says, it's beautiful to watch. This is what humility looks like, fellow Africans. And the comments are really, I'm here for the comments. Look at now, these are really Tinubu supporters. You don't know anything about diplomacy. Even if it's Russia versus USA, American government can do nothing than to sort it out in a diplomatic way. So you want to invade a sovereign country because of 11 soldiers? I guess you have your own target. All right, okay. Who has the strongest military in West African sub-region? Yeah, this is to say, of course, Nigeria. Another one say, okay, I am enjoying seeing the puppet Nigeria being humiliated. And then another say, yes, Nigeria owns the strongest military in Africa, but sometimes all you need is a dialogue or walking away. Oh, really? I mean, the way Nigeria violated the airspace, Nigeria is an aggressor here, okay? It presented itself as if it can do whatever it wants, with the Benin intervention, followed by the airspace violation in Burkina Faso in less than 24 hours. I don't know what term you can call it, except this is a country that is fully prepared for a war. I mean, they expected perhaps a different reaction from the Sahel states or from Burkina Faso as well. But they have, the IES handled this if anyone is to be appreciated, if there's any party to be appreciated in this standoff, it will be the Burkina Faso government, because that plane could have been shot down and and guess what the reaction will be. Of course, maybe that's what Nigeria wanted, and Burkina Faso didn't give them what they wanted. And that is really very wise and matured way of handling it. It could have ended in a different way. Let's check. Another one says in the comment section, relax, man. Must this lead to a war to show who has the strongest military in the region? Who will the war impress? You? Is this your definition of Pan-Africanism? Or now you talk about Pan-Africanism when one is completely engaged in a not Pan-Africanism act, violating a sovereign and next sovereign African country, working as as a partner with a neo-colonial power or with a colonial power that is French slash the United States. I mean, you want to call what is not Pan-Africanism? That's not Pan-Africanism at all. It's really sad how Nigerians are, or yeah, I guess these are Nigerians that are totally supporting their political party, Bola Tinubu. Talking is cheap, Tinubu folded. Another one says, without a single shot fired, the 11 Nigerian Air Force personnel and the Airbus were released. This proves the strength of humility. Burkina Faso won, Nigeria won. A draw is not a bad score line. I mean, let me end there because the comment section is really, it's in hundreds of it. But for us really to reflect on this, do you think that this is like a 1-1 score, a draw for both countries? It's not that I want like, oh, okay, Burkina Faso to be 5 and Nigeria. It's not that. I mean, Nigeria is wrong. Is it even something that we have to give it a number? No, I mean, it's fully a crime act that's committed by Nigeria. End of the story. There's nothing to smear around it. But let us know in the comment section if there is any winner out of it, the way it ended. For me, the fact that there is no war now, I hope this guarantees it. Then, I mean, the people will be the winner, that if a war is avoided, right? But let us know in the comment section, what do you think of this? As for me, it's a bye-bye, and I will see you on the next one. We are going to talk about the launching of an 8-lane highway in Burkina Faso, from the capital to a next economic capital within the country. That is our next report. So tune in about 20 minutes. Again, we will be online. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.